Tonight, we'll give you the details of the Iowa State Annual Fashion Show.
And also find out what new restaurant is coming to Ames.
I'll be covering things in the sports world, including how Villanova celebrated their NCAA win.
Plus, we've got some storms in the forecast. Newswatch starts right now.
This is Newswatch 18. Newswatch 18 starts now.
Hello and welcome to Newswatch. My name is Danielle Carpenter.
And I'm Moran. Thank you for joining us.
A tourist helicopter crashed near the Rocky Mountains, killing 5 people. Directly after the crash, a second explosion sent flames and smoke billowing around the wooded area. Emergency responders responded on the scene, trying to control the fire. The helicopter is completely destroyed, with eyewitnesses saying only a piece of the tail fin is recognizable. Nearby witnesses say that the tourist helicopter tend to fly too close to the tree line or mountains, making it extremely possible for a crash.
The race for the White House continues tonight as the Wisconsin primary for both parties occurs today. Hillary Clinton looks to rebound after losing 7 of the last 8 states to Senator Bernie Sanders. On the Republican side, Donald Trump looks to extend his delegate lead versus Ted Cruz and John Kasich. Both Clinton and Trump trail in the most recent polls.
A high school basketball player is attempting to make all of his big dreams come true. 19-year-old Thon Maker stated on Sunday that he plans to declare for the 2016 NBA draft. The 5-star forward currently lives in Canada but attended 4 years of high school in the United States. The biggest concern regarding the draft is that the player must be at least 19 years old and 1 year removed from high school to become eligible. He must convince the NBA that he was a member of the class of 2015 and that he decided to do a postgraduate year. The 2016 NBA draft is set for June 23rd in Brooklyn, New York.
2 people are dead and 35 are injured after an Amtrak train crash. The train struck a piece of heavy machinery and derailed Sunday morning in Chester, Pennsylvania. According to the Associated Press, New York Senator Chuck Schumer told reporters that the Amtrak board chairman informed him that 2 Amtrak workers, the backhoe operator and the supervisor, were killed. Schumer also reportedly said that the passengers were injured when debris from the crash flew into the train's first 2 cars. 341 passengers were on their way to Savannah, Georgia from New York, and Amtrak has suspended the service between Philadelphia and New York because of this incident.
Satellite imagery has led archaeologists to discover new Viking sites in North America. The images show the site is near Newfoundland, which is where the only other site was identified in the 1960s. The site is determined to be dated back to between 800 and 1300 AD. Discovery of the site will be aired on a PBS special called Vikings Unearthed.
A highly reputable German news organization has begun to release over 2.6 terabytes of data that is being called the biggest leak in the history of data journalism. The information known as the Panama Papers contains information on the Panama company that has been creating fake companies for industries all around the world to avoid paying taxes on the amount of money they have. There is an estimated total of $3 trillion in the accounts, and individuals including politicians, major banks, athletes, celebrities, are expected to be named in the scandal, but more information will be coming up in the next few weeks.
Students at a Florida high school are trying to make a difference in a dog's life. 2 students adopted a German Shepherd named Champ, who lost a leg in a car accident. The students decided to design a prosthetic leg for Champ to decrease the wear on his other 3 legs. They will use 3D printing to develop the prototype of the leg. The students hope to create a leg that helps Champ rather than put more stress on his tendons and muscles and gives him the normal life a dog deserves.
Stay tuned for more news after the break. You're watching Newswatch. ISU will be undergoing even more construction this summer. Some projects have already been started, such as the addition to Bessie Hall, and due to the lack of students on campus during the summer, even more projects can be started, such as renovating Marston Hall, resurfacing Stang Road, underground utility work on Osborne, renovating Forker, and projects for new classrooms in Carver, Ross, Pearson, and Lago Marcino halls.
A new restaurant is making its way to Ames very quickly. What was once the Long John Silver's on Lincoln Way is now going to be a Mexican restaurant called Abelardo's. Abelardo's also serves customers around the Des Moines area, and the owner is excited for the opportunity to serve the Ames community. Owner Elizar Flores told the Ames Tribune that the restaurant is a great location, and he's looking forward to serving a more diverse community. The restaurant chain is expected to be opening within a month.
17-year-old Samuel Miller has returned home to Granger, Iowa on Sunday evening after he was reported missing since last Wednesday, March 30th. It was said that the teen drove to Las Vegas and shortly after arriving decided to make the trip back home to Iowa. The family claims that they do not suspect any foul play in the event, and they are currently thankful for their son's safe return.
The fashion show has returned to Iowa State this week, and they will be having events going on around campus leading up to the big show this Saturday at Stevens Auditorium. The theme is the Roaring Revival. This is the fashion show's 34th year, and it's one of the largest student-run fashion shows in the nation. From the setup of the stage to the clothes on each of the models, the students are the ones who put the entire show together. Tickets can be bought at the Iowa State Center box office for $16 if you're a student and $22 for adults. And now we're joined here by Rachel Given at the desk. Rachel, how are the Cyclone sports doing?
Well, the men's golf team is having a record-shattering year, and March Madness is officially over. I'll have more after the break. Welcome back to Newswatch. 7 Cyclone gymnasts traveled to Texas this past weekend to compete in the NCAA Regionals. Sophomore Haley Young and freshman Megan Sievers competed in the all-around competition, while 5 other Cyclones competed in individual events. Sievers' vault performance earned an almost perfect 9.9 and put her on top of the leader's scoreboard. Her score led her to place in the NCAA Championships. Sievers was the only Cyclone to move on to the championships set in Fort Worth, Texas on April 15th. It's been a record-setting year for the Iowa State men's golf team. The Cyclones won their second tournament in a row this season with a win at Arizona State University Thunderbird Invitational. 13 schools competed, and the Cyclones ended the tournament with a 3-round, 832-shot tally, the second lowest 54-hole team score in the Iowa State history. Junior Nick Vogt recorded his 5th top 10 performance of the season, taking second with a score of 201, just 3 strokes behind Arizona State's John Ram. The Cyclones will compete against in-state rival, the University of Iowa, among others, at the Hawkeye Invitational on April 16th and 17th. Villanova University canceled all classes today to celebrate their men's basketball team win over the University of North Carolina Tar Heels. The national championship game stayed neck and neck throughout, but it was the last 13 seconds that defined the entire game. A 3-point jumper by Marcus Page tied the game at 74 with 6 seconds left. After a timeout and only 1 second left, Nova's Chris Jenkins makes a 3-point jumper, assisted by Ryan Archidiacono, taking the win. The 31-year streak since Nova's last national title has been shattered with their win over the number 1 seed. And that's a wrap on Cyclone sports. Brandon, how's the week looking for weather?
Looking pretty bleak out there. We've got some storms moving into the area tonight. I have more details coming up after the break. Now, welcome back to Newswatch. Now, the map says that we topped out in the 50s today, but it really didn't feel like it with that wind gusting out there pretty fast at times. We made it up to 40s up in Waterloo, colder up to the northeast where they saw a lot of rain and snow mix up there. Now, currently, as we look at the winds right now, they're not as bad as they were at 12 miles per hour in Waterloo, 14 miles per hour in Des Moines, but we still got some wind to worry about tomorrow. We do have some wind advisories in effect right now for Wednesday through Wednesday night, and that's for gusts up to 45 miles an hour. Now, we do still have mostly cloudy skies across the state. Now, we missed a good portion of that precipitation in the central part for Ames and Des Moines. That has now moved off. You see a lot of scattered precip out there with snow, ice, and rain. Now we do have a second round coming through. You see even some thunderstorms embedded in there, so that'll begin to move into the state tonight. You see that really start to blow up as it moves across the state. Going into tomorrow, now we will see some spotty precip after that makes its way out of here, and we're left with still mostly cloudy skies for Wednesday and increasing spotty showers throughout the day tomorrow, even some snow possible up to the north. You see that blue there. Now tonight, 42 degrees will be your low. It'll be breezy, but we'll see some thunderstorms move through the area, especially south near Des Moines, with that west-southwest wind at 10 to 20 miles an hour. Tomorrow, we will make it up to 53, but it'll be mostly cloudy, and we'll see that rain scattered out throughout the day tomorrow. windy with a chance of showers, northwest wind 15 to 30 miles per hour. Now, we do get better, though. You see Thursday, again, that thunderstorms with a high of 52. Friday, that rain will move out in the morning, and we're left with colder conditions, 47, 49 on Saturday, but we do begin to clear out. And then another system moves through for Sunday and Monday. Tuesday looks to be clear with a high of 52 degrees. We'll send it to break.
Amy Schumer took to the popular magazine Glamour under fire for her in their Chic at Any Size issue. The magazine included Schumer in a list of famous women like Adele and Melissa McCarthy, entitled Women Who Inspire Us. Schumer stated with an Instagram post saying she did not approve of being used in the issue and portrayed as plus size. Glamour responded by saying they love Schumer and they simply used her name because she is inspiring, and made it clear that they never called her plus size in any way.
A new attraction in Shanghai, China is about to offer people the experience we all wonder about. What is it like to die? A virtual reality attraction will soon open in which people will be able to simulate being killed off, cremated, and reborn. The creator of the simulation says participants will be able to deeply reflect on their thoughts. He says the simulator will be worthwhile and interesting for participants' mentality.
A sheriff in Pulaski County, Arkansas, has just spent $26,000 of taxpayer money on expensive cowboy hats for his deputies. Sheriff Doc Holliday purchased 140 white straw Restistol hats at $42 a piece and 120 black Stetson hats at $155 a piece, along with one $50 hat cover. But Holliday justifies his expenditures by saying, "I wore one just about every day of my life, so it feels kind of natural to wear it." Holliday also said that they look more professional and friendly.
And that's all we have for this edition of Newswatch.
Come back Thursday night for more cyclone news, weather, and sports.
From ISU TV, thanks for watching and have a great night, Ames.